Hello and welcome to the bike drive. Today we're going to demonstrate and we'll show you the basics of cleaning your bike at home. And this may vary. There are different approaches to do according to the kind of bike you're riding. It might be a full suspension bike or a hardtail like this, or the conditions you're riding it, how dirty your bike is, how bad it needs to be cleaned up and everything. But basically the things we are going to do, the methods we'll show you today, it should work for a lot of people out there, a lot of our viewers out there, and you can replicate the same things that we do out here by yourself back at home. Alright, so this is all the stuff I have that I use to clean my bike. You don't have to have all of it, you need some of it. I've just collected over the months, I've collected a lot of stuff over here. So this is a basic liquid detergent that you use to clean up your utensils at home. I use this to clean just the frame, just the main body, the frame of the bike, not the other components, because it's metal and it does no harm and it cleans it up very well. A useful hack. And I use this as a degreaser. You can get a degreaser online, various products, various brands. Basically it has a formula that sticks to the chain and the grime and the dirt and everything, and it just takes the dirt away easily, cleans it up from the chain, from the drivetrain. And in case you don't have that, I use this also. This is a debate amongst a lot of cyclists. A lot of them do not recommend using this. In the past they used to, but as time has gone, people are starting to use this more and more. Even motorcyclists, motorists, and a lot of people use this for regular purposes, because this is also useful to remove the rust from any part of the bike, or even at home if you have something that's rusting away, you can use this. I also use this to clean my chain, the drivetrain area, because it's very it cleans it up really nice. Also, this is the lubricant. This is an all condition lubricant used after you clean up your chain. You need to lubricate it well, and I use the all condition one for regular purposes. But again, I use this is specific for wet conditions during the monsoon season in the mountains out here in Dehradun where I am. It rains a lot and this just no use. So be specific to what sort of lubricant, what conditions you're riding it. And this is a fancy tool that I bought, which is handy, but you need a solution to put inside. The same degreaser can be put inside, and this opens up into two pieces. The chain goes in from here, comes out from there. It has two different wheels that clean up everything. You clasp it on and you just move the pedals along, and the chain moves inside, cleaning it up. But I just do it the old way. And this is a disc brake cleaner. If you don't know how to clean up your disc brakes, if your bike does have a disc brake, best thing to do is not mess up and take it up to the professionals, because they know what to do. Because a proper disc brake cleaning, I mean, if you want to do it properly, you have to remove the rotors, you have to remove the disc pads, you have to make sure this thing doesn't touch the other parts, components of your bike. But this is very handy if you know how you get that squeaky noise when you're using your disc brakes. That's because there are contaminants on it and it needs to be cleaned up. So this is a spray. You just spray it around that area, around the disc brake, clean it up, give it a nice wipe, and you're good to go. Besides these two things which you don't need, there are a couple of brushes that I have. Most of it I got it online or from bike shops. This one I got it from Amazon. This can be used to clean up the major body, the body of the bike, the frame, or I use it to clean up the tires, because the brush is sort of, it just gets into the grooves and everything of the tires and it cleans it up really well. This is another brush I use to clean up the chain. You see it has two different ends and it has different designs over here, and it's very helpful to clean the chain from up, above, below, left, right, behind, wherever. And this is another brush which is very handy, because you can see on one end it has a section like this, which is which can be used to get into the gear cogs or the chain rings or at the back of your bike, where it's difficult to put in a brush, or your fingers don't go in, your cloth doesn't go in, the water doesn't clean it up well, there's still grease left. So you can just put this in, slide this in, clean it around really well, and it works really good. In case you don't have all of these brushes, I used to use this when I started off. You can also do the same, just regular toothbrushes, or you can get a couple of them, tie them up together, you can make a design like this. I used to do that. I used to take 3 brushes, tie them up with a rubber band or a string, and make my own big brush. And also at the end you have these rags, which you can just use your own old clothes, and you can cut them off like these, or you can get a proper wiping buffing cloth like this from the market. That's pretty much all of it. Let's begin. So we're spraying some degreaser on the chain rings, the gear rings behind, and we just let that stay for a moment. So make sure when you use the degreaser, use good amounts, copious amounts, but make sure it stays to this area and nowhere else. The dirt and the dust and the grime, it combines with the degreaser and it becomes easier to come off. It just needs some time for the magic to happen, and then we can proceed. Alright, moving on, next step. So using those brushes, you can move around, you can scrub as much as you can on the chain section, on the gear cogs, and everywhere where the spray has been put on. And you can use also a piece of cloth to wipe the excess grease off. So this I was talking about, that you can see how it's made, the design, the teeth out there. So this comes handy to clean the back section, the insides of the gear cog. So you just slide it in like that, and you just rotate the gear cogs around it. Alright, time to use the soap or soapy water, whatever you have, and lather the drivetrain and the gear cogs, rear and front, the derailleurs, the jockey wheel, but be careful not to spill some on the disc pads and the disc brakes. Alright, the chain section is nicely lathered up. Now we'll start lathering up the other parts of the bike with another rag, because this has some grease on it.
I go straight from the bank, gassing up the tank, cranking up the radio, playing old Hank, and it ain't that long till I'm back at the pond. I'm pulling up the truck down at the dock. It's time to do some cruising, baby, get a little stuck. It's a Saturday joyride, Percy Beach is the spot to take the blues away. We're on a boat, we're feeling fine, drinking Tennessee whiskey, a big blue sky. We're going up, we're coming down, there's a party on the water, it's a hell of a time. We're on a boat, we're killing time.
Yeah, my phone's wet, so be careful of your equipment lying around. Alright, we're almost done here. Now we need to wipe the excess moisture off the bike. Start from the top, go down below, because as you wipe off from the top, go down below, the excess water goes down, rather than doing it the other way around, because then you'll have to do the work twice again. So works better if you start from above, then proceed below.
In our own honky tonk with a bottle of wine, we're going
still some grease left, as you can see, coming off, so I always wipe it again after I wash it, because the leftover grime has to come off, right? So we've wiped off the chain again after washing it off, making sure all the grime and the dirt comes off, and we let it stay like this in the sun, in the air, in the open like this. Let it air dry naturally, and then we can get some lubricant, lube it up, and then we're good to go. Few drops onto the chain, never around this area or that, just in the middle somewhere on the chain, either below or above. I do it below, and you just move the chain along so that it gets spread evenly, and then you can hop onto the bike and shift your gears so that it gets evenly spread on the chain rings and the cogs. Alright, so we are done. We're just gonna give it a test ride and see how it's going, and also to spread the lubricant evenly around all the other places it needs to be. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you learned something from it. I hope you enjoyed it. Give us a like and give us a follow and spread the word. If you have any other questions related to anything related to the bike, to the cycles, and to anything that we did today on this video, you can send us a DM or you can comment down below. So keep watching and keep supporting us, and thank you again.